before you today to extend a warm welcome to Lieutenant Colonel PAVITRAN sir and Major General J.V. PRASAD sir to our esteemed institute. We are truly privileged to have them here with us today. Our college is research-centric college with well-established laboratories. We have our own data center with Dell PowerEdge R750XA server. It delivers outstanding performance for the most demanding, emerging and intensive GPU workloads, including AML, deep learning training and inference, high performance and virtual environments. We encourage our students to be part of international Toastmaster platforms, running an incubation center with the help of IIIT Hyderabad, which is known as KIET Hub. Lot of students benefited by these academic initiatives offered by KIET Group. On the other hand, our primary focus is to ensure that quality education is accessible to all. So most of our students are first child to their family into education. We offer free tutoring for underprivileged women students. Only college having Air Force, Army and Naval Wing. Most of our students represented in RD Parade at New Delhi. With NCC, our students did social and eco-friendly practices in villages. We take immense pride in our commitment to academic excellence, fostering a vibrant learning environment and nurturing the leaders of tomorrow. Thank you for giving this time to us. Today, we have a distinct honor of hosting Lieutenant Colonel PAVITRAN sir and Major General J.V. PRASAD sir, who are esteemed representatives of our nation's armed forces. They are inspiration to promote values of discipline, leadership, and service to the nation. About Lieutenant Colonel PAVITRAN sir, he is a former intelligence operative, academician, and tech entrepreneur who is also an adjunct faculty at the Cybersecurity Research Center, PEC. And he is an advisor to Cyber Peace Foundation. He also serves on the board of two private companies currently and has authored a book engaging China-Indian interest in the information age. He is credited with being one of the first officers to use cybercraft and internet to apprehend a Pakistani operative in India. He is considered a thought leader in cyber intelligence and information warfare in India and has also served as advisor to Minister of Home Affairs, Government of India. And about Major General J.V. PRASAD sir, he is a General Officer commanding Karnataka and Kerala, former Chairman AFLD, received lot of efforts from Indian government. He is very close friend of our beloved chairman. He is our well-wisher and always be part of our initiations. Their dedication to the duty, selflessness, service, and unwavering commitment to safeguarding our nation is truly commendable. We are eager to hear their thoughts and experiences. Let us express our sincere gratitude to our chief guests for taking the time to be with us today. We are confident their visits will be a memorable and enriching experience for all of us. Please join me in giving them a warm welcome to KIET Group. Thank you very much.
How do you define yourself? Who are you? And then? yeah. Vishwam's angels, Vishwam's daughters, and Vishwam's princesses. Yes. Thank you very much for being here, and on behalf of all of you, I thank Lieutenant Colonel PAVITRAN sir and Major General J.V. PRASAD sir for being here with us. So it's a great opportunity for us. The two wonderful persons who were in the service of the nation, who had a very, very successful career, and not confining to their retirement and taking rest, they still are raring to help the nation, serve the people. There were two wonderful examples for us to emulate. మనం ఫాలో అవడానికి, లైఫ్ ఎలా లీడ్ చేయాలని నేర్చుకోవడానికి మేజర్ జనరల్ ప్రసాద్ అండ్ లెఫ్టినెంట్ కల్నల్ PAVITRAN sir, the two wonderful examples. అందుకనే వాళ్ళని రిక్వెస్ట్ చేసి మీతో మాట్లాడడానికి, మీతో ఇంటరాక్ట్ అవ్వడానికి ఇక్కడికి తీసుకురావడం జరిగింది. PAVITRAN sir, though He is not an engineer. He took special interest in learning cyber security with the sole purpose of creating a cyber security policy and system to protect our country. As of artificial intelligence and cyber security, you all know that the future lies in artificial intelligence and cyber security. The manner in which we have to protect our country from within and from outside depends a lot on how much knowledge and how much equipment, how much technology we have in artificial intelligence and cyber security to protect our country. So you're all students of engineering with special focus on artificial intelligence and cyber security and data science, machine learning. So you are considered to be the future of the country. So there's a lot of responsibility on your shoulders. And being women who are coming into the forefront of the nation, I congratulate all of you and your parents for pursuing such wonderful courses. I request you to pursue them diligently with passion and obsession. ఊరికనే మనం ఏదో చదువు ఏదో డిగ్రీ అలా అనుకోకుండా you have to excel in the courses which you have chosen for yourself. You have to make them the purpose of your life. జస్ట్ ఉద్యోగం గురించి అని కాకుండా మీరు నేర్చుకునే విద్య ఏదైతే ఉందో దాని ద్వారా యూ హ్యావ్ టు సర్వ్ ద సొసైటీ, సర్వ్ ద నేషన్. సో దాని గురించి ఆ పర్స్పెక్టివ్లో మనం ఇద్దరిని, పవిత్రన్ సార్ని, జేవి ప్రసాద్ గారిని ఇక్కడ ప్రజెంట్ చేయడం జరుగుతుంది. సో జేవి ప్రసాద్ గారు నేను చైల్డ్హుడ్ ఫ్రెండ్స్, వీఆర్ రిలేటివ్స్ ఆల్సో అండ్ హీఈస్ పార్ట్ ఆఫ్ ద కాలేజ్ ఆల్సో. సో ఆయన గెస్ట్ కాదు మనకి, హీఈస్ పార్ట్ ఆఫ్ అస్. ఆయనకి బాగా క్లోజ్ ఫ్రెండ్ కాబట్టి పవిత్రన్ సార్ కూడా మనకి గెస్ట్ కాదు. హీఈస్ ఆల్సో పార్ట్ ఆఫ్ KIET Group of institutions. From now onwards, పవిత్రన్ సార్కి గ్లోబల్ పర్స్పెక్టివ్ ఉంది. నాట్ జస్ట్ ద రిలేషన్షిప్ బిట్వీన్ ఇండియా, చైనా అండ్ అదర్ కంట్రీస్, బట్ ఫ్యూచర్ ఎలా ఉంటుంది, బికాస్ ఫ్యూచర్ ఈజ్ మోర్ ఆఫ్ అన్ ఆన్లైన్ వే ఆఫ్ లైఫ్. అంతా కూడా మీరు పర్చేజెస్ చేయండి, లేకపోతే ఇంటరాక్ట్ అవ్వండి, సోషల్ మీడియా తీసుకోండి, ఏదైనా సరే మోర్ దెన్ 50% predominantly our life is revolving around information technology. We are using a smartphone. 50% of our time is going to see the smartphone. All the purposes, చదువు అనండి, ఎంటర్టైన్మెంట్ అనండి, కనెక్ట్ అవ్వటం, ఇంటరాక్ట్ అవ్వటం అనండి, ఎక్కువ మనకి స్మార్ట్ ఫోన్ తోటే అవుతుంది, ఆర్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ టెక్నాలజీ. బట్ వాట్ అబౌట్ ద సేఫ్టీ, సెక్యూరిటీ, ప్రైవసీ కన్సర్న్స్? ఈవెన్ ఇప్పుడు డిఫెన్స్ ఫోర్సెస్ చూసుకోండి, మీరు ఎక్కువ డ్రోన్స్ వాడుతున్నారు డిఫెన్స్ ఫోర్సెస్లో, ఆటోమేటిక్ కార్స్, అలాగే రోబోట్స్ ఆర్ బీయింగ్ యూజ్డ్ ఫర్ డూయింగ్ సర్జరీస్, అలాగే మ్యానుఫ్యాక్చరింగ్లో. సో ఎవ్రీథింగ్ ఈజ్ ఆన్ ఇంటర్నెట్, ఎవ్రీథింగ్ ఈజ్ ఆన్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ టెక్నాలజీ, ఎవ్రీథింగ్ ఈజ్ ఆన్ ఆర్టిఫిషియల్ ఇంటెలిజెన్స్. ఐఎమ్ సారీ. సో మీరు అలెక్సా గురించి విన్నారు. What is the artificial intelligent bot Apple uses? Siri. So for everything we started depending, and a future civilization is going to be based on artificial intelligence. So but who protects the safety and security and privacy? It is the cyber security specialist. Cyber security is very, very, very. So in this domain, Pavitran sir is advising the government of India. He's suggesting, he's demanding that we can't depend upon technologies which are borrowed and bought from foreign countries, which poses great threat to the national integrity and solidarity. Even in economic sphere also, we must be hearing lot of piracies, lot of taking, skimming antar kada, skimming emantaru, yeah, you use your credit card, online payments. So this is where Pavitran sir comes into the picture to guide you, to give you a bigger picture of what cyber security is about, what is the relevance and importance of cyber security in the future way of life of the world and also in India. of all the companies. So I welcome you, sir. Thank you very much for being with us and for taking the time and patience to interact with our students, enlightening them on the importance of cyber security from a global perspective and a national perspective, and also serving the institutions, economic institutions in the country. And at the same time, because since J.V. Prasad sir is part of us, I should not be thanking him because it is his responsibility. మొన్నటి వరకు సర్వీస్లో ఉన్నారు కాబట్టి రావటం కుదరలేదు. సో ఇప్పుడు బెంగళూరులో ఉంటున్నారు, చాలా పెద్ద యూనివర్సిటీకి ఆయన డైరెక్టర్గా ఉంటున్నారు ఒక వర్టికల్కి. సో ఆయన మనతో పాటు he's part of us, he belongs to us. So he'll also be guiding KIETians and KIET colleges and the KIET management also from now onwards. Give him a big hand for being here. So yesterday we were talking about women in technology. So ippadi varaku men were ruling the world. So are we very happy about men ruling the world? So women have to come to the forefront in technology because technology is going to rule the world now. So unless you master the technology, how can you rule the world? So it's not a simple thing that you get a graduate, you become a graduate and work for a few thousand rupees. So you have to dominate. To dominate, you have to equip yourself with thorough knowledge, not just information. And you should be able to apply the knowledge which you acquire here. So history చదువుకున్నట్టు లేకపోతే సోషియాలజీ చదువుకున్నట్టు మనకు అర్థమైతే చాలు అనుకునే సబ్జెక్ట్స్ కాదు మీరుండే సబ్జెక్ట్స్. you should be able to apply that knowledge and you have to work hard. బట్టి పట్టడం కాదు, బట్టి పట్టే ఏరా అయిపోయింది. Okay, we are trying to give you all kinds of inputs and all kinds of exposure. You know, we have a memorandum of understanding with IIIT Hyderabad, so which is the premier institution in India in artificial intelligence, cyber security, robotics, IoT and other things. So IIIT Hyderabad is very keen and very earnestly supporting KIET institutions and the students. It is for us to take advantage and leverage of the support being offered by them. So KIET is coming forward to equip you with the best technology found in India and world. Recently we have purchased a server. It is an industry and research grade server. మనం ఆ సర్వర్ని యూజ్ చేసుకునే రేంజ్కి మనం చదువుకొని మనం ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయాలి ప్రోగ్రామింగ్ అది. ఓకే, అలాగే పెద్ద పెద్ద ప్రొఫెసర్స్ కూడా వస్తారు ఇక్కడికి. మనం ఏమీ తెలియకుండా ఉండకూడదు. మనం వాళ్ళ హెల్ప్ అందుకునేలాగా వాళ్ళ టీచింగ్ మనం అందుకునే స్థాయికి మనం ముందుకెళ్ళాలి. దానికి మీరు ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయాలి. యూట్యూబ్లో ఆన్లైన్లో యూట్యూబ్ కంటెంట్ ఉంది, చాలా కంటెంట్ ఉంటుంది. అందులో హార్వర్డ్, MIT, స్టాన్ఫోర్డ్ ప్రొఫెసర్స్ మన గురించి, పిల్లల గురించి 20 hours 30 hours ఆఫ్ లెక్చర్స్ పెడుతున్నారు. అందులో వాళ్ళు రీసెర్చ్ సెంట్రిక్ ప్రోగ్రామ్స్ రన్ చేస్తారు. వాళ్ళు రీసెర్చ్ చేసి ఆబ్జెక్టివ్గా అప్లై చేసి నాలెడ్జ్ అది మన అందరికీ ప్రజెంట్ చేస్తున్నారు. సో మనం ఆఫ్లైన్లో చిన్నప్పుడు స్కూల్లోని ఇంటర్మీడియట్లోని టీచరు డయాస్ మీదకి వచ్చి ఏదో చెప్తారు, అది వింటాము, మనం అది విని బట్టి పట్టేస్తాము, అది ఎగ్జామ్స్లో రాసేస్తామంటే ఈ చదువుకి అది కుదరదు. క్లియర్గా అర్థం చేసుకోండి. అది ఒక మనిషికి ఉన్న విజ్డమ్తో మీరు కన్ఫైన్ అవ్వకూడదు, అది సరిపోదు కూడా. రెండోది, వెరీ డైనమిక్ సబ్జెక్ట్లో ఉన్నారు మీరు. రోజు రోజుకి ఇంప్రూవ్ అయిపోతుంది ఈ నాలెడ్జ్ డొమైన్. మీరు ఏదో టెక్స్ట్ బుక్లో చదివేమో, ఏదో సిలబస్ ప్రకారం ఉంది అంటే కూడా సరిపోదు. మీకు అంతా ఎవ్రీథింగ్ ఈజ్ ఇన్ యువర్ పామ్. స్మార్ట్ ఫోన్లో, ల్యాప్టాప్స్లో ఇంటర్నెట్ ఉంది మనకి కాలేజ్లో. 1 gig వెరీ వెరీ స్పీడ్ ఇంటర్నెట్ ఉంది. రిలయన్స్ దగ్గర నుంచి తీసుకున్నాం మనం. వీఆర్ పేయింగ్ హెల్ ఆఫ్ లాట్ ఆఫ్ మనీ ఎవ్రీ మంత్ ఫర్ ద ఇంటర్నెట్ లీజ్ లైన్. మీరు అన్నీ లెవరేజ్ చేసుకుని గ్లోబల్ స్టూడెంట్స్ అంటే యుఎస్లో చదివే స్టూడెంట్స్ కానీ, వేరే కంట్రీస్లో చదివే స్టూడెంట్స్ కానీ, ఇక్కడ IITsలో చదివే స్టూడెంట్స్ కానీ, అందరికీ ఇట్ ఈజ్ నౌ there is an opportunity for every student to learn whatever is being learned by students studying in Ivy League colleges or premier institutions in India. ఆ కాలేజ్ వాళ్ళకి కంటెంట్ ఎక్కువ అవైలబుల్గా ఉంది, మనకి కంటెంట్ ఎక్కువ అవైలబుల్గా లేదు అనుకోవడానికి లేదు. సో యూ డోంట్ హ్యావ్ అన్ ఎక్స్క్యూజ్. ఏదో కాకినాడ కైట్లో చదువుతున్నాము, IIT స్టూడెంట్స్కి అయితే ఎక్కువ వచ్చు, వాళ్ళకి ఎక్కువ చెప్తారు, అటువంటిది ఏం లేదు. ఎవ్రీథింగ్ హ్యాస్ బికమ్ డెమోక్రటైజ్డ్ నౌ. Everybody has equal opportunities now. The global knowledge is available democratically free of charge to all the students who are interested and who are interested in pursuing any discipline with passion. క్లియర్గా అర్థమవుతుందా? ఏం ఎక్స్క్యూజ్ లేదు మనకి. టీచర్ లేరని ఎక్స్క్యూజ్ లేదు, కైట్లో చదువుతున్నాం అని ఎక్స్క్యూజ్ లేదు. హార్వర్డ్లో చదువుతున్న స్టూడెంట్కి ఎంత కంటెంట్ అవైలబుల్గా ఉందో, ఎంఐటీలో చదువుతున్న స్టూడెంట్స్కి ఎంత కంటెంట్, మీకు కూడా అంతే కంటెంట్ అవైలబిలిటీగా ఉంది. ఏదన్నా నేర్చుకోవాలి అనుకుంటే, తెలుసుకోవాలి అనుకుంటే, దెర్ ఆర్ నో బ్యారియర్స్ నౌ. మేక్ యూజ్ ఆఫ్ ఇట్, టేక్ లివరేజ్ ఆఫ్ ఇట్. మధ్యలో మనం వి ఇన్వైట్ పీపుల్, అకంప్లిష్డ్ పీపుల్ లైక్ పవిత్రన్ సార్ అండ్ జేవి ప్రసాద్ సార్. సో వాళ్ళ గైడెన్స్ ఉంటుంది మనకి. వీల్ ఆల్ దెర్ ఆర్ వెరీ సక్సెస్ఫుల్ పీపుల్ ఇన్ దర్ చూజన్ కెరియర్స్. దే హ్యావ్ ఎక్సెల్డ్. They did not settle in the job, they have excelled in their job. Even after retirement, where they can happily be laid back, relaxed, they are not doing that. They are yet trying to help the society and the youngsters especially. So we have to take example from them, and we also have to sculpt our career and life according to them, on the paths laid down by them. Thank you very much.
Now it's time to welcome Lieutenant Colonel Pavitra Rajan sir is a multi-factor individual with a diverse background. He proudly holds the title of military veteran, having served his country with honor and dedication. Additionally, he is a seasoned tech entrepreneur, demonstrating his innovative spirit in the world of technology and business. His commitment to academia is evident through his role and as an adjunct faculty member at the prestigious Cybersecurity Research Center at Punjab Engineering College. Furthermore, his association with the Cyber Peace Foundation showcases his dedication to promoting online safety and security. Pavitra Rajan's expertise extends beyond academia and tech entrepreneurship. He has served as an advisor at MHC, Ministry of Home Affairs, Government of India, displaying his commitment to national security. Notably, he contributes significantly to the world of literature as the author of Engaging China, Indian Interests in the Information Age. His thought-provoking insights are not confined to books. He regularly shares his knowledge through writings in various esteemed publications. In the corporate space, he is an influential figure serving on the board of 2 private limited companies. Pavitra Rajan's multi-faceted career and dedications to various fields make him a notable and respected figure in the realms of military, technology, academia, cybersecurity, literature, and business. Now I request all the Kietians to grab a great applause to welcome Pavitra Rajan sir to speak a few words.
Yeah. Good morning. Good morning, sir. Okay. The respected chairman, General JV, the faculty, and Kite Angels. Can you hear me at the back? Can you hear me at the back? You can? Okay. Firstly, let me tell you, I'm honored and I'm very enthused with whatever little time I've spent here. Firstly, yesterday I interacted with your chairman, and he explained how he is running KIET, and he told me it's a student-led education system. Fascinating. Now today I've come here, we are military people, we see drill, we see people, and then we come to know the pulse of the institution, and I can tell you that pulse is an outstanding pulse. Okay. After I retired, I have been interacting with students for the last 10 years, and I can tell you that you are no less than some of the best colleges in India. Okay, as far as your attitude is concerned. That's my perception. I might be wrong. It is for you to prove that I am right. Okay? When I look at students, this is a great time to be a student. I wish we had those opportunities when we were young. Those days, information was not that easily available. Okay, other than your school books, if you used to go to a public library, that used to be about 10 kilometers away. You take a bus and reach there, and with searching around, you get the book. And you'll find that crucial page someone has torn out of the book, because someone from the public library he or she has taken a shortcut. Instead of taking notes, he's thrown out that particular piece of page, and you don't get that. But today, everything is available to you on our smartphone. It's a great time for education. You will never get this opportunity ever back again in this world. And you every day has to rethink, okay, this is an opportunity I'm getting. This is an opportunity which is not available to many millions of students your age. And you need to make good out of that, because that opportunity will not come back ever again. Okay? But now let me come back to cybersecurity. Like Visham said, I'm not an engineer. I'm just a soldier. So we studied in the National Defense Academy. There were 22 subjects. One of them was computer science too. But at that particular point of time, for me, it was just a subject to get, oriented to. 22 subjects for a BA degree. And the JNU, Jawaharlal Nehru University, used to give the degree. At the time, I could not comprehend why we had to study 22 subjects to become an officer. So when you do your graduation, they tell you, it is only the start of exposing you to knowledge. Okay, it is just to orient you to knowledge. Knowledge is a vast ocean, unlimited. So I, even till date, remain a humble student in my chosen fields of education. So I teach a small subject called information warfare. I hope you are able to, I hope, what I'm saying is, you people can understand. Can you understand? Okay, great. That gives me much more confidence, because yesterday I was thinking from this, he was saying from rural background, people might not be, I was thinking, how do I communicate? Because communication is the key. Okay, so I come back to, I'm told that you people are getting into artificial intelligence and cybersecurity. So let me tell you how I perceive the world. Okay. This age is widely known as the information age or the digital age. Both are slightly different, but both are closely related. What is information? What is information? Who is the smartest among you? Can someone define information? One smart person. I'm told second year students, right? Okay. What is information? Yes. Anyone? Yeah. So get up. Don't worry. It can be a mistake. Even I might be. Like I said, I keep learning. Collection of data. Okay, great. Thank you. Okay. So collection of data, particular. Speak loudly. Details. Okay, great. Both of you are, there's no wrong answer here. Both are correct. Okay, information. So I'm not going to correct that. What is digital age? Digital. What is digital? Digital. Yeah. What is digital? Computer science students, you have to, Yeah? Smart. Okay, smart. What? Technology. Great. You're correct, actually. I told you there is no wrong answer. So, information always used to exist. Information. Without information and communication, we are social beings. We would not have been able to interact, work as a cohesive group. Okay? Technology has come later. So, when you combine both, you come into the information age, digital age. And you have to understand the Homo sapiens. We are all people, when you think about it, we are great apes. We are related to the great apes. Correct? The Homo sapien, they say, evolved about between 200 and 300,000 years back. And modern history is only last 10,000 years. Okay? Modern history. We only know history about 10,000 years. But in that 10,000 years, Is there another mic? Hello, yeah. So in that 10,000 years, can you hear me? Yeah, great. So in that 10,000 years, we have not changed much. In fact, we have not changed much in the last 50, 60,000 years also. Okay? But there we are here today. And what is our history? When you look back at our history, although the human Homo sapien race, we have achieved great things. We have also been not achieved not so great things. War, crimes, all those things are all, humans have two sides, a good and the bad sides. So there comes the importance of security. Okay, because anything can have a good side, anything can have a bad side. Like for a knife is an instrument, a tool. But when you take up that tool, a knife can be used to eat food, cut vegetables, you know, do a lot of things. It can be also used for fighting, it can also be used for killing. Since the Homo sapien is not changed much, and when we approach a tool, we know that we have to be careful about this tool, because like I said, just 75 years back, we were not an independent country. Although we are a very old nation, we were not an independent country, because people came from outside to trade, and whenever you get a competitive advantage, it's the nature of human beings. If you get a competitive advantage, you try to, you know, grab more, subjugate other people, and try to have a free ride. Okay? So feminism is an ongoing subject. I was told by your chairman that he's a born feminist. I salute him. He's got 2 daughters. I'm not a born feminist, but I respect feminists quite a bit. So it's always a constant struggle. So there comes technology. If you do not watch, and how did this technology come? I've heard that, oh, democratic people all over the world has decided to give free knowledge to everyone. Yes, there are good people who might give you free knowledge, but free for not for their benefit. There are people who do that also. But you have to understand this field. How did this field, digitization, originate? And when you look at that field, you will realize your internet originated basically because the Americans were fighting a war in Vietnam. And for that war, they realized you have to control the population. So I've realized in India, population control is family planning. No, it is not that control. Control the masses. So they were fighting, the Viet Cong was fighting within the people. So how do they fight the Viet Cong? They have to understand the people. And that is where the internet was created. For war. It was not created for communication. It was not created for, you know, sharing knowledge. It was created for war. So how do you control people and populations? Through interconnected computers. How do you do that? Because that smartphone, if you pick up a book, open it and read it, it's a one-way communication. Whoever is the author has communicated to your brain. When I used to be a kid, I could read it and the author would never come to know whether I have read it. But today, that smartphone or that computer is embedded with sensors. And when you read it, your emotions, your facial expressions, even your grip, breathing, all that is captured by that device. Fascinating, no? And there are companies who have become worth trillions of dollars sitting behind that, where that data is going and residing in them, and they're understanding more about you. Yesterday, your chairman told me a fascinating thing, which I could so relate to. He said, there are so many beautiful minds. Each child is a beautiful mind. We have to give the children the opportunity And there might be millions which we are missing out, thousands which we are missing out. Could be a hidden Ramanujam. Could be a great person. Are they getting the opportunity? Now this computer is one person, that smartphone will be able to identify who is that brilliant person. And when AI comes into the world, they might be able to curate that person in such a way that the company which is behind it and the nation which stands behind that company will benefit out of that person. And that might not be a benefit to this society, because all societies are competing. What are countries, nations which are competing? So there is one facet of it. Now we are a democratic nation. What is democracy? The people's will. How is it expressed? Through politics and political parties and elections. That smartphone, through those sensors, will understand what is an emotive issue, what is a popular issue, what is a negative issue, what arouses the passion of the people, which is not discernible to other human beings. Even your mothers might not be able to truly understand. Don't you hide your emotions? But can you hide from sensors which can hear lower and higher frequencies than the human ear, which can sense things beyond your comprehension? You cannot. That computer slowly will start beginning to understand you better than other human beings. So it is not only a fascinating age for studying, it's an age full of dangers and new dangers. So that's the world in which I sense this, information age. So artificial intelligence, for me, since I am a non-technology guy, I try and visualize. When I first heard the term artificial intelligence and I started studying it, for me it sounded simple. Why are you intelligent? Because you got a brain and you got 5 senses, and your 5 senses are constantly feeding data into your brain, an algorithm, biological algorithm created over millions of years of evolution. So a computer is millions of sensors taking in data and giving it to algorithms which have been created by people like you and me. So anywhere where that computer or supercomputer or that AI algorithm, when you give decisions to them, anywhere in between that sensor and the data which is fed into that algorithm, if you can affect that data, that artificial intelligence can be manipulated. Correct? Can be manipulated. And can you trust other nations which are in competition with your nation to be in control of everything like that? Therein comes cyber security. Okay? So, since you're studying cyber security, you would have seen there are 3 pillars which they teach you. Do they teach you? Confidentiality, integrity, and availability. Do they teach you? No. You've still not learned that? You've not reached till there? Have you? No, it is still not reached. So you will eventually learn. Okay? 3 pillars: confidentiality, integrity, availability. If you note it down and you Google it out, you will get this. Okay? Confidentiality, integrity, availability. But is that sufficient? Is it trusted? Is it resilient? 2 words which I am using. Okay? I know that this might be slightly beyond what you have expected in a talk, but I am just trying to provoke that small little thing. And you will realize why cyber security is so important. And I see that future in you. So one more thing, let me tell you, being a military officer, you tend to immediately catch on what the audience, because people say that beyond 10-15 minutes no one can listen to anyone. Okay, after that you start getting bored. Beyond 15-20 minutes. So I just hope that I have peculiar interest, and you will look at this whole field in a new way. What you are doing is very, very not only important for you, very, very important for this nation, for your society. And if you truly have to achieve empowerment, you have to be economically independent. And that economic independence will only come when you study hard and you get your jobs and you start earning. There is no other way. Okay? Thank you so much. I definitely, been very, let me say, enthused, sir, with whatever little bit I've seen here. I think it's a great experiment. It's going to be a great journey. Thank you so much.
Do I look like any fashionable Major General at all? No. So Major Generals are out of fashion by the time they grow into a Major General, probably. Yeah, when I was a youngster, probably you could say, yeah, one of the fashionable guys moving around. That apart, how do I start? Emi Chapali, Ella Chapali. So, meelo actual Kakinad proper entamandi Chetulo entandi? Kakinad nunchi. Okay, good. And how many of you from Pittapuram? అటువైపు ఎవరైనా ఉన్నారా? ఓకే, ఓన్లీ వన్. ఏ ఊరు? పిఠాపురం ప్రాపరా? కత్తిపూడి. ఐ వాజ్ హోపింగ్ యూ వుడ్ సే విరవాడ. అంటే నేను విరవాడ నుంచి వచ్చాను. సో మీరు చూస్తున్నది ఈ ఫినిష్డ్ ప్రోడక్ట్. అంటే 38 years ఆర్మీలో సర్వీస్ చేసి దాని ద్వారా బయటకు వచ్చిన ఫినిష్డ్ ప్రోడక్ట్. కానీ ఈ ఫినిష్డ్ ప్రోడక్ట్ ఫస్ట్లో ఎలా స్టార్ట్ అయింది అంటే కాకినాడలో అని విచ్చలవిడిగా ఎలా తిరుగుతారు పిల్లలు అలాగా. అంటే షూస్ లేకుండా బజార్లో క్లాసులు ఎగ్గొట్టి సినిమాలు ఫైన్. అండ్ సిట్టింగ్ ఆన్ ఎ బఫెలో వితౌట్ ఏ షర్ట్ ఆన్ ద బ్యాక్. తర్వాత మీ ఊర్లో చూసుంటారా, గేదెలు వెళ్తున్నప్పుడు వెనకాల వెళ్ళి పేడ పట్టుకుని ఆ తర్వాత చిన్న చిన్న పిడకలు చేసి దేనికి అన్నీ చేసి మేరేజ్ జనరల్ అయ్యా. సో మై మెసేజ్ ఈజ్ లైక్ టుడే, as per existing rules and regulations of Government of India, I would dare say, unfortunately, the Chief of the Army Staff, the Chief of the Naval Staff, and the Chief of the Air Staff, as it cannot be a woman. As it cannot be a woman. But I don't doubt and I foresee the day when the Chief of Naval, Air and Air Force Staff definitely may be a woman. And maybe one of them is sitting amongst you. How many of you want to join armed forces? Anybody wants to join armed forces? I just say yes or no loudly, whatever I ask you. Do you know women can join as officers in the armed forces? Yes. Okay, so how many of you actually aspire to join the armed forces? Okay, no problem. So maybe as we get on, as we move on, probably I'll be able to convince some of you to join the armed forces subsequently. So I'll keep interacting with you, everything. So maybe because అంటే మీకు కొన్ని డౌట్స్ ఉండొచ్చు, కొన్ని ఆస్పిరేషన్ అంటే ఉండొచ్చు. ఆర్మీ అంటే, నేవీ అంటే, ఎయిర్ ఫోర్స్ అంటే ఏమిటో తెలియకపోవచ్చు, అది మంచి కెరీరా కాదా అనేది. సో నౌ దట్ వీఆర్ టాకింగ్ ఏమిటంటే 20 years ఏజ్లో ఆర్మీ, నేవీ, ఎయిర్ ఫోర్స్లో మీరు లెఫ్టినెంట్గా ప్రెసిడెంట్ ఆఫ్ ఇండియా నుంచి కమిషన్ పొందుతారు. ప్రెసిడెంట్ ఆఫ్ ఇండియా నుంచి కమిషన్ పొందడం అంటే ఇట్స్ లైక్ ఏ Class 1 గెజిటెడ్ ఆఫీసర్. Class 1 గెజిటెడ్ ఆఫీసర్ అంటే మీ ఇంట్లో ఎవరికన్నా పాస్పోర్ట్ చేయాలి అంటే ఆ క్యారెక్టర్ సర్టిఫికేషన్ ఎవరికైనా ఇవ్వాలంటే మీ ఇంట్లో ఒక మిలిటరీ ఆఫీసర్ ఉంటే మీరు ఎవరి దగ్గరికి వెళ్ళక్కర్లేదు, ఆయన దగ్గరికి వెళ్ళి సైన్ చేయించుకోవాలి. ఇట్స్ దట్ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ ఎ పొజిషన్ ఇన్ ద గవర్నమెంట్ ఆఫ్ ఇండియా. అండ్ జస్ట్ లైక్ యూ హర్డ్, you can become today you can become a permanent officer in the Army, Navy, Air Force as a woman officer also. And eventually when the rules are changed, you can become the senior most rank. Thirdly, you get a lot of respect amongst your friends, amongst your family, amongst the community you live in. A tremendous amount of, bonhomie and friendship and, respect you get from the society, which is tremendous. Like any other job, you will earn money, you will earn stature and everything. But, army gives you a way of life and which is respected all around you. And army is not all about fighting physically. Anta tupalu, guns, antala kaadu. Even cyber warriors are also there in the army. Today the whole of a regiment which is looking after only cyber warfare. So the opportunities are plenty. And you can, at the expense of the Army, Navy, Air Force, Armed Forces, institutions, do your MTech. You can do your PhD also. Tarvata, how many of you have not stepped out of Andhra Pradesh? Andhra Pradesh in బయటకి ఎప్పుడు వెళ్ళలేదు. ఎవరు ఎంతమంది ఉన్నారు చెప్పండి. Okay, very good. So you will get to see every inch of India. అండమాన్ నికోబార్, కన్యాకుమారి నుంచి కాశ్మీర్ వరకు, అరుణాచల్ నుంచి రాజస్థాన్, గుజరాత్ వరకు మొత్తం గవర్నమెంట్ ఎక్స్పెన్స్లో తిరగడానికి మీకు మంచి ఆపర్చునిటీ దొరుకుతుంది. Still further, you may get opportunity to go abroad. బయట మిషన్స్ ఉంటాయి, మిలిటరీ మిషన్స్, UN ఫోర్సెస్కి వెళ్తారు, UN ఫోర్సెస్లో కూడా మీరు వెళ్ళొచ్చు. అలా చాలా ఆపర్చునిటీస్ ఉంటాయి. లైక్ ఐ వాజ్ దేర్ ఇన్ ఇరాక్, కువైట్ యాజ్ ఎ పీస్ కీపింగ్ ఆర్డర్ ఫోర్స్. అండ్ I used to supervise the peacekeeping operations of India in Congo, South Sudan, Lebanon, these places. So it's a great opportunity to go around. And if you want to climb Mount Everest, Army will help you. If you want to go to the deepest sea, Army will help you in a diving experience. You can go sailing around the world in 80 days, 45 days, 50 days. You can do it in the Army. You can hang glide from one of the highest mountains. So if you're an adventurist, you're a sports lover, Army is the way to go. Unless of course you have a lot of money otherwise. So what నేను చెప్తున్నానంటే ఇన్ని అడ్వైజెస్ ఉంటాయి ఆమెకి. But okay, that apart, we'll keep interacting. Every now and then when you get an opportunity, and whenever the principal madam spares you, because I know you all have a very hectic sessions and all. ఇంకొకటి అసలు ఏం చెప్పాలనుకుంటున్నానంటే, కాలేజ్, స్కూల్ కానీ కాలేజ్ కానీ ఎనీ ప్లేస్, మీకు గాల్ఫ్ తెలుసా? గాల్ఫ్ ఆడతారు కదా. గాల్ఫ్ ఎలా ఆడతారు? ఒక బాల్ పెడతారు, టీ ఆఫ్ అంటారు, ఫస్ట్ బాల్ పెడతారు, ఎవరో దాంతో స్వింగ్ తీసుకుంటారు. సో నాలాగా ఒక ఆయన గాల్ఫ్ ఆడతాను, నాలాగా ఒక ఆయన ఒక చోట గాల్ఫ్ ఆడుతున్నాడు, బాల్ అక్కడ ఉంది, గట్టిగా పైకి ఎత్తి గట్టిగా స్వింగ్ తీసుకుని చేస్తాడు. బాల్ ఏమవ్వాలి? ముందుకు పోవాలి కదా, కానీ బాల్ అక్కడే ఉంటుంది. అక్కడ 4 చీమలు వెళ్తూ ఉంటాయి, ఒక చీమ చచ్చిపోతుంది అండ్ బాల్ మిస్ అయ్యాడు అనమాట ఆయన. సో డిటర్మినెంట్గా సెకండ్ టైం అగైన్ he lifts his club and again forcefully comes down. బాల్ మళ్ళీ అక్కడే ఉంటుంది, రెండో చీమ చనిపోతుంది. The second hand also dies. So third time when he lifts his club to take a swing, the third ant tells the fourth ant, you want to save your life, get onto the ball. అర్థమైందా? అన్ని కాలేజెస్ మీకు, every college's effort will be to hit the ball straight. కానీ మీరు లైఫ్లో సక్సీడ్ అవ్వాలంటే you should know how to get onto the ball. You should be prepared for that. Those are the skill sets actually. Those are the number of skill sets. And నార్మల్గా మనం కాలేజెస్లో ఏం చేస్తామంటే, మీ 4th year అయ్యేంత వరకు వెయిట్ చేస్తాం. ప్లేస్మెంట్స్ వచ్చినప్పుడు దెన్ యూ రియలైజ్, ప్లేస్మెంట్స్ వచ్చినప్పుడు అరే ఇది చేస్తే బాగుండేది, అది చేస్తే బాగుండేది, I should have done this and all these things. So actually by the end of 4th year you should be a finished product. అర్థమైందా? సో ఈ బాల మీదకి వెళ్ళడం అంటే ఈ స్కిల్ సెట్స్ ఏమైతే నీకు ఏం జాబ్ కావాలనుకుంటున్నారో ఏమనుకుంటున్నారో ఇవన్నీ మీరు ఈ 4 yearsలో సంపాదించాలి. ఈ 4 yearsలో సంపాదించాలి అంటే కొన్ని కాలేజెస్ వాళ్ళు ఫెసిలిటేట్ చేస్తారు, బట్ ద లాట్ లైక్ యూ చైర్మన్ సెడ్ వాట్ కెన్ బి డన్ యాక్చువల్లీ బై యువర్ సెల్ఫ్. సో ఆ విధంగా ఈచ్ వన్ ఆఫ్ యూ, ఇప్పుడు ఏకలవ్యుడు అంటారు కదా, ఏకలవ్యుడు తెలుసు కదా, ఏకలవ్యుడు ద్రోణాచార్య దగ్గర నేర్చుకున్నాడని. ఈచ్ ఆఫ్ యూ షుడ్ ఐడెంటిఫై యువర్ ద్రోణాచార్య ఆన్ ద డిజిటల్ వరల్డ్, ఆన్ ద నెట్ అండ్ ఆల్. నువ్వు ఏ ఫీల్డ్లో సక్సీడ్ అవ్వాలనుకుంటున్నావో ఆ ఫీల్డ్లో అంటే మీ ద్రోణాచార్యుడు ఎవడో ఆయన్ని మీరు అలా ఫాలో అవ్వాలి, ఎమ్యులేట్ చేయాలి, చేస్తూ ఉండాలి ఏకలవ్యుడిలాగా. సెకండ్, యూ మస్ట్ నాట్ హెసిటేట్ ఇన్ సబ్మిషన్ టు ఎ పియర్. యూనో మనందరం ఒకలాగా ఉంటాము అంటే ఒకే క్లాస్లో, కానీ మనలో కొంతమందికి కొన్ని క్వాలిటీస్ బాగుంటాయి. సో యూ షుడ్ నెవర్ హెసిటేట్ టు సబ్మిట్ టు దట్ పియర్ ఆల్సో టు లెర్న్, because the easiest way I feel is learn is from peer group learning. సో మీరు మీ పియర్ గ్రూప్లో అంటే సినిమాలకి వాటికి ఇలా అన్నీ ఉంటాయి, అది కాకుండా లెర్నింగ్ పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ వ్యూ, కెరీర్ పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ వ్యూ, మేక్ ద జర్నీ టుగెదర్ రైట్ ఫ్రమ్ 2nd year, 3rd year, 4th year. And when I say one, it may not be one, maybe 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so many of it. It's very important. మీకోసము ఎంతో కష్టపడి కాలేజ్ మీకు టీచర్స్ని వాళ్ళని తీసుకొస్తారు అంటారు. 100% సబ్మిషన్, 100% సబ్మిషన్ టు ద టీచర్. గురువుకి గురుకులంలో చెప్తారు కదా, అదే చెప్తున్నాను. గురుకులం అంటే ఎందుకంటే ఇంత అయోట డౌట్ కూడా మీరు గురువు మీద పెడితే యూ విల్ సఫర్, బికాజ్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు గో త్రూ. సో మీకేమన్నా అనిపిస్తే you should go to he, she and talk, clarify or something like that. But at the same time I also say urge ప్రతి గురువు ఒక అమర శిల్పి జక్కన్నలాగా ఒక్కొక్క కైటిన్ ఏంజల్ని చెక్కాలి. that's the responsibility of the guru. And I'm very sure with Vishwam sir's chairmanship and madam's being the principal and all, that kind of dedication I see from every one of the staff out here. So ఈ 3-4 విషయాలు మీరు ఎప్పుడు పెట్టుకుని చేస్తూ ఉండాలి. సో ఐ థింక్ దట్స్ ఇట్ ఫర్ నౌ. అంటే మనకి టైం ఉంటే మీరేమన్నా ఇంటరాక్ట్ అవ్వాలనుకుంటే, ఇఫ్ యూ వాంట్ ఆస్క్ ఎనీ questions, although we'll be coming again and again, but at this stage if you want to have some kind of interaction, you are welcome. And once again, all the best. I see a lot of bright faces out here. Good luck, Godspeed, never say die. Okay, bye bye.